Hey folks, welcome back. I've started this video over several times now. I keep getting sidetracked with different things and talking about future projects. And I'm like, well, you know what? That kind of loses the moment. So, starting over again. I hadn't really done much. I kind of cleared out this little section here uh, as I'm working towards my ever-evolving goal of getting a rail system out to the mines. So I had a comment last. I'm not sure when this video is going to come out, but it was on the last video. I was going to say last night, but I'm not sure again when the video is going to come out. About why I haven't done the rest of the pedal bolt, and the reason I haven't done that is because I typically like to switch up my projects, and it appeared like I had done quite a bit with the water mod. And so I just wanted to switch over. Plus, I was getting a little frustrated with it. I spent several hours off camera trying to get it to work, and it just was not wanting to do what I wanted it to do. And so, just going to take a break from it. It's an old piece of advice from Adam Savage. He said, if you get frustrated... Now, I'm going to butcher this probably, but... It was something along the lines, if you're getting frustrated with something, pack it up, put it off to the side, and come back to it later. And, you know, it may be a year, definitely not a year in my case, but you'll come back to it with a fresh pair of eyes, and you'll be able to do it right. Again, I probably butchered that. And if you're not familiar with Adam Savage, I'm sorry. Mythbuster's pretty good. He's untested. Enjoy his one-day builds. I feel like I can't run when my tool gets stuck too. There we go. So we're getting to the actual tunnel. And the one thing I wanted to point out is that eventually I do want to add in aesthetics like support beams, etc. So those will come eventually. So it's not just going to be a gaping hole. Now, the other benefit to digging out this tunnel is I'm actually getting a lot of clay, which is needed for crafting crafting bronze propellers, which is part of the reason that I'm not working on the boat yet, the pedal boat that is. It takes, I think, for medium propellers, it's 50 clay, and you do not get those molds back, it looks like. At least I didn't. So the goal right now is to get a bunch of clay, especially for if I want to build even larger ships in the future, because the large propellers take even more. And it tickled my throat there for a minute. I'm hoping that's not an omen of things to come. I would hate to be a year later and get sick again. Ugh. Knock on wood, wherever that is. Well, I'm kind of knocking on wood in the game. Right. Just seems like a lot of people around me right now are getting sick for... I'm not even sure what reason. Just fun and profit, I guess. Not sure if my family's the only ones that do that or not, but when you end up doing something and it hurts you, so my folks sometimes go, well, why'd you do that? And I'll just start turning them and go, I don't know, for fun and profit. Sarcasm runs deep in this family. Alright, cool. And we've almost broke this hammer. That's perfect. Definitely want to do that. I'm going to eventually move this up, the cart up, so I don't have to keep running back and forth that far. Ugh, I'm going to have a lot of dirt here. I was kind of hoping this was going to be stone, so... Oh well. Oh, look, stone, I think. Ugh, inventory full again. I'm trying to decide if I want to have a cart that I can push back, or what? So, I have to... Really? Already? I'm wondering if Equinox's tool does more stone gathering. Again, I'm full of stuff. Oh god, the deer. Can't really stand those things. I wish they would make them silent. Suppose I could get rid of the 2 hand items here real quick. There's something weird about these rings here. Is that they sometimes have the arrows and sometimes they don't. Okay, that looks about right. definitely getting to that point where I kind of want to have the cart up here. At least a cart so that I can move stone back. Ugh, inventory full again. So my goal for this is to, because it looks like I don't gather stone if my inventory is full, it doesn't fall on the ground. My goal is going to be to dig through the tunnel once that is full. That stone thing here. I also need to build or make a bunch of small stone as well. That's for the grade. You know what? While I'm here, I'm also gonna build a couple repair kits and repair this grading. I believe that is iron ingots, metal parts, and sticks. And I can just repair this tool in my inventory. It's a nice little thing to have. And we'll take the repair kit here and put it back in. I'm trying to remember what that looks like on the ground. I don't want to drop it either. I do know that I have a placeholder for it. If you're a modder and want to create the model for that repair kit, be my guest. I'll definitely add you as a contributor. It's just I have such a problem with Blender anymore that it's just a royal pain to do anything with it. Oh yeah, this is getting ridiculous with how many times I have to go run back and forth. It's because the stone is only 5 blocks. Okay, so there's all of that. Tell it to start crafting small stones. I'm going to grab these 2 things. 3 things. And I'm going to actually take the cart and bring it further in. Hopefully it's not going to be a problem. Yeah, it's close enough. Good at staying. Primarily because the ceiling's too low for me to really bring in the cart yet. So I think this video is actually scheduled to come out after the weekend, so I hope you all had a good weekend there. Well, that's kind of cool. It's kind of bending as it comes into there. Neat. I'm hoping I had a good weekend too. cart's trying to run away on me. Ugh. There. Now it can't. So I'm going to ignore the inventory's full thing now and just keep going through. Partially because I do need the stone, but at the same time I don't, if that makes sense. There's a lot of it, and I have to still tunnel out the sides too, so... yeah, I'm just gonna keep following this. Oh boy, I've got quite a distance to go. What is that? Oh! Oh! It's not that it's coming, not... I was wondering what that was. So the frames are pretty good so far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ignore that issue up there, and I'll just do a cleanup later on. In fact, we'll save it real quick. And if I do, was that Control? No. Alt F10, that's the one. And then, move trash, move floating, there we go. I think it was floating objects. There. Problem solved. And I don't have to worry about issues above. Oh, that's right. I think with the pickaxe you can right click, and I could be wrong, but I thought they had added a feature that deleted the material as opposed to using it. Harvesting? I'm not even sure. Digging? Something to that effect. That's neat. Nice little cutaway there. Oh, I'm getting close. Just a little bit more. So, anyways. I think I mentioned before I had accepted the job offer, and so I will be working full-time. In case I hadn't mentioned that before, I'm pretty sure I did. So I'm going to try to get a bunch of these recorded preemptively, and so that might mean that the comments that you give out will be about things that I've already probably fixed a week ago. If I can try to get enough recording there. Oh, we might be at the edge. I see grass and stone and clay and all sorts of junk. And now it's gone. Cool. Fantastic. Look at that. Now I have to come back through and clear out the tops here, but I can come back, drop off the stone I have. Readjust my knob on my control switch because I had bumped it and there went all the audio. That's a nice looking tunnel. For the most part. I've got it rounded out, but I'm really enjoying it. Oh, I need food too. No longer hungry. So I'm going to tack the the rails into place. Good. Now, come on, break already. I'm trying to break this thing so I can put it in my inventory and smelt it later. Starting to think Epic Tech had the right idea about keeping a what is that thing called? The furnace. There we go. With him on his rail. Speaking of which, I saw him dealing with some gears. And it was a very interesting design. I wonder how it was something that lift his train cars, and I'm trying to remember what the purpose of that was. I think it was to switch it over to a different track or take it off there. I'm not sure, to be honest. It's kind of listening, but at the same time doing side work, prepping for this episode. And that's kind of how I do things. And so I'll put on a video or something and watch that at the same time as doing my prep work. If you're not familiar with the channel, that's kind of what I do. Finished quite a few Netflix series that way. That's not what I wanted. I wanted its metal part. There we go. But it was interesting to see what he was trying to do. It had two bars coming underneath it, and he was trying to pivot it up. I'm not sure if he was wanting to raise up, straight up or not. Oh, I need a metal ingot. That was the problem. Was just talking and not actually paying attention. So I'll be interested to see how he works that out. It's always fun to see what other people are doing. I used to, when I was on a multiplayer server, I used to take a break after streaming on Twitch and just explore the various builds that other people were doing. I had spectator rights on there, and it just was it's just fun to just sit there and go, oh, I see why he did that, and so on and so forth. It's on, I believe, X-Wing LAN server. I think they call it Zockmania or something like that. I can't remember, to be honest. It's been ages since I was actually on a multiplayer server. I'm pretty sure that's why I came up with the rule that I don't do multiplayer servers. Because there was a particular fantastic looking bridge. It really was. But every time that it broke, and it did, because we had structural integrity on there, this beautiful, massive bridge would break from time to time and just lag the entire server out, and, well, that kills the stream pretty quick there. So that's part of the reason I do single-player games, single-player saves, is so that I can control aspects of the game. Plus, it also keeps me from having to deal with griefers, which, oh boy, that could be a pain to try to do a series and all of a sudden not have any have your series anymore because you were offline rated or griefed. There's a giant rock here. I don't know why that was so funny to me, but it just, it was. Alright. Definitely gotta make these big, because I'm not sure I did not just do that, did I? Yep. Gotta go all the way back to the train. Oh, I left the repair kits there anyways. Didn't I? Hmm. Okay, so I'm going to craft those into small stone real quick, and then I'm going to take them back to the storage boxes back where I started from. There we go. Now, where did I put that bed at? Oh man, I lost the bed. Oh, there it is. We're going to claim that so that I can, in case I do fall for some reason, it's not a complete loss. Well, that's one hot seat. Huh. Hot bed, that is. I haven't woke up. Cool. Right. Onward. Just gonna clear out a little bit more space above. This is going to be one really tall retaining wall when I'm done. And I'm really hoping I'm not going to fall too. Because I'm feeling that's going to be the case. Is I'm going to go up there with my pickaxe to kind of clear it out a little bit more. And I'm going to fall straight down onto the tracks several times. And it's getting kind of lost in here trying to dig this out. And I have rocks keep falling on my head. I'm sure this tunnel would be fine for the cart itself, the maintenance cart that is, but for an actual train, which I'm planning on getting into the game, definitely won't be big enough for that. overall, I'm quite pleased with this. I know it's just me taking it in the tunnel, but just ever since I did the trailer and I saw that train come through the one end, it was kind of dark. Just seeing the light just come reflecting off the walls towards me. If you haven't seen the trailer for Season 5, I highly encourage you to take a look at it just to see what I'm referencing. I really enjoyed making that. And a little trivia for you, that was done with sails and put at the back of the train because I could not get a full load up the part of the hill. And so if I were to actually have taken the camera and looked way back at the end of the train, you would have seen about 10 or 20 medium sails pushing that thing forward. Alright, not medium sails, small sails. Alright, that looks really good. Gonna drop off the stuff in my inventory. It's gonna be a slow walk back. But oh, I can't even jump. Ooh. Maybe something over here can... Yay! Perfect. There we go. Quick jump over. Drop off the junk real quick. Alt 10, remove the floating objects. Perfect. I will need to... I'm going to go up here, and even though I'm pretty sure it's not going to fly off the end, because of the angle, I'm going to put a stop right here. There we go. Perfect. Now the goal is to kind of ride it along this edge here and up and around the mountain. That being said, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this because there's going to be some long stints, and the tunnel's unique. So I wanted to do the tunnel, and eventually I will have... oh, there's a little bit I missed here. So I'm going to have to go through and just kind of... Where I feel like it needs a little bit of touch-up, I'll have to touch it up. Anyways. What just happened? It's like I spawned above the train and then died. Okay. Where's my grader? Oh, there it is. Oh, I see. Somehow I ended up on top. Now I need to move the train, handcart that is, I guess forward or back some way so that I can grab that. There. My person has, or yeah, person, corpse, whatever you want to call it, it's disappeared. There we go. Whew. And all because I wanted to grab the bendy rails, but I accidentally did otherwise. Right. So I'm going to move the cart forward over to the end, and we'll continue onwards for a bit. Now, I'm trying to remember the name. Hold on. Let's see here. I'll bring up the phone real quick. I know, very bad at me. If I go to Discord... Oh! I must be on a more of a steep angle than I thought. Let's see here. General Crunchum? Crunchum? Bleh. Sorry, I'm reading and trying to go forward at the same time. But he's doing a round table, or no, turntable for the cart, his cart train. It's very interesting to see, especially since there is no small block version of the rails. So he has to kind of pull onto the turntable itself to turn. I don't know if it's called a turntable or roundabout or something. It's interesting to see, to say the least. Oh, I'm above. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna need to make sure not to. Uh oh. No, 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 no. You shall not go all the way back. I'm gonna quickly like go into third person. Yay! It stopped. Oh. Okay, if I get out, I'm gonna be on top of the tunnel. That's fine. It's fine. As long as I don't have to worry about... I'm just trying to figure out where I want to think if I just do something like this. Will that work? Yes. Okay, cool. And all the stone and dirt we gathered will help this next bit. Huh. Well, shoot. I thought this was going to be fine here. Maybe, is there a different area where it's not as steep? Nope, I might have to do another one of those, I think that'll work. Yeah, and I finally got rid of the, the hammer. Cool. Alright. Right, require a small stone. Alright. I'm liking it. I really am. Just get rid of some of the dirt here, especially on the sides. We don't want when the train comes around, and hopefully sooner than later. We'll see. We don't want it catching on the sides, especially. That could end in disaster, especially if I'm trying to go full steam ahead and end up derailing it because I clipped a little piece of voxel that I left. We'll repair that real quick. No! Come back! I made a mistake! I could change! Oh, man. Oh, no. Oh, boy. It can't go too far. Get it? No, come back! Come back, you have all my food! Oh no. Oh no! I need to do this part. Oh, you gotta be kidding. Oh no! It's all the way over there! Oh. At least I could say it didn't hit a deer on the way back. Oh no. Now, hopefully, it did not go all the way back. Had momentum. But fingers crossed, it's coming back towards me so I don't have to... Cart? Please? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It did not go... I wasn't hallucinating, right? It went all the way over here. Oh, there it is! Oh boy, we went quite a distance. And you know what? This is actually a good spot to end it. At the very end of the tunnel, that was the whole purpose of this episode. And then some. The railing over here. If you had any questions or comments, the comment section's down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye. Oh, and just an FYI, I think next time is also going to be boat time. Just for those that were hoping to see that. Alright.